Hello friends, welcome to my channel English Notes. Today's topic of my notes is Summary, Character and Theme of Henry IV Part 1 by William Shakespeare. So let's start. Introduction. Shakespeare wrote his most important English history plays in two tetralogies or a sequence of four plays apiece. The first series, written near the start of his career, roughly 1589 to 1593, consists of 1 Henry VI, 2 Henry VI, 3 Henry VI and Richard III, and covers the period between about 1422 and 1485. The second series, written at the height of Shakespeare's career, roughly 1595 to 1599, covers the period from around 1398 to 1420 and consists of Richard II, 1 Henry IV, 2 Henry IV and Henry V. The eight works from a linked series and deals with the rise and fall of the House of Lancaster established by Henry IV in 1399. They chronicle the War of the Roses, 1455-1485, between the Lancasters, whose heraldic symbol was a red rose, and the York, a rival branch of the Plantagenet family, whose symbol was a white rose. There are two other less celebrated history plays, King John, whose title figure ruled from 1199 to 1216, and All is Well about the reign of Henry VIII, 1509 to 1547, as its subject. Now, Henry IV Part 1 Summary. Note 1. Henry IV has two main plots that intersect in a dramatic battle at the end of the play. The first plot concerns King Henry IV, his son, Prince Harry, and their strained relationship. The second concerns a rebellion that is being plotted against King Henry by a disconnected family of noblemen in the north. The Pharisees, who are angry because of King Henry's refusal to acknowledge his debt to them. The play's scene alternate between these two plot stands until they come together at the play's end. When the plays when when the play opens, military news interrupts the again King Henry's plan to lead a crusade. The Welsh rebel Glenver has defeated King Henry's army in the south, and the young Harry Percy, nicknamed Hotspur, who is supposedly loyal who is supposedly loyal to King Henry, is refusing to send to the king the soldiers whom he has captured in the north. King Henry summons Hotspur back to the royal court so that he can explain his actions. Meanwhile, King Henry's son, Prince Harry, sits drinking in a bar with criminals and Hemingway men. King Henry is very disappointed in his son. It is common knowledge that Harry, the heir to the throne, conducts himself in a manner unbefitting royalty. He spends most of his most he spends most of his time in He spends most of his time in taverns on the seedy side of London, hanging around with vagrants and other shady characters. Harry's closest friend among the crew of rascals is Falstaff, a sort of substitute father figure. Falstaff is a worldly and fat old man who steals and lies for a living. Falstaff is also an extraordinarily witty person who lives with great gusto. Harry claims that his spending time with these men is actually part of a scheme on his part of on his part to impress the public when he eventually changes his ways and adopt a more noble personality. Falstaff's friend Poins arrives at the inn and announces that he has plotted the robbery of a group of wealthy travelers. Although Harry initially refuses to participate, Poins explains to him in private that he is actually planning a practical joke on Falstaff. Poins' plan is to hide before the robbery occurs, pretending to ditch Falstaff after the robbery. Poins and Harry will rob Falstaff and then make fun of him when he tells the story of being robbed, which he will almost certainly fabricate. Hotspur arrives at King Henry's court and details the reason that his family is frustrated with the king. The Parsi were instrumental in helping Henry overthrow his predecessor, but Henry has failed to repay the favor. After King Henry leaves, Hotspur family members explain to Hotspur their plan to build an alliance to overthrow the king. Harry and Poins meanwhile successfully carry out their plan to dupe Falstaff and have a great deal of fun at his expenses. As they are all drinking back at the tavern, however, a messenger arrives to Harry. Harry Harry's father has received news of the civil war that is brewing and he sent for his son. Harry is to return to the royal court the next day. Although the Percys have gathered a formidable group of allies around them, leaders of large rebel armies from Scotland and Wales, as well as powerful English noble and clergymen who have grievance against King Henry the alliance has begun to falter. Several key figures announced that they will not join in the effort of overthrow the king, and the danger that these defectors might alert King Henry of the rebellion necessitates going to war at once. Heeding his father's request, Henry's return to the palace, King Henry expresses his deep sorrow and anger at his son's behavior and implies that Hotspur valor might actually give him more right to the throne than Prince Harry's royal birth. Harry decides that it is time to reform, and he vows that he will abandon his wild ways and vanquish Hotspur in battle in order to reclaim his good name. Drafting his Devon friends to fight in King Henry's army, Harry accompanies his father to the battlefront. The civil the Civil War is decided in a great battle of Shrewsbury. Harry boldly saves his father's life in battle and finally wins back his father's approval and affection. Harry also challenges and defeated Hotspur in single combat. King Henry's forces win and most of the leaders of the Percy family are put to death. Falstaff manages to survive the battle by avoiding any actual fighting. Powerful rebel forces remain in Britain, however, so King Henry must send his son and his forces to the far reaches of his kingdom to deal with them. When the play ends, the ultimate outcomes of the war has not yet been determined. One battle has been won, but another remains to be fought. Shakespeare's sequel to this play, 2 Henry IV, begins where 1 Henry IV leaves off. Main characters: Henry IV. Henry IV, a usurper of the throne in Richard II, he is portrayed as a wise king, careful with a treasury yet brave in war, concerned for the future of his son. He is convinced by Hall's actions in battle that he is an honorable man. Prince Hall, Henry, Prince of Wales, boisterous, shadow of wild oats, high-spirited, he was always his own man in the middle of the playboy lifestyle and shows and delivers on his promises when his father calls for his aid, becoming a truly heroic figure by the end. Hotspur, Henry Percy, valiant, noble, gallant, he was a worthy opponent to the heroic prince, for he would have met such a one himself. However, his rashness in going to war cost him. Minor character: Falstaff, Hall's personal jester, he attaches himself to the kings in waiting to feed from the crumbs of his table, proudly yet claiming to have killed Percy after Hall had left. Self-prompting drunkard, he has a great comic wit and superb sense of humor, easily one of Shakespeare's more paradoxical creations. Themes: Principles: Honor is the main principle I would associate with the play. It's resonate throughout, used in different scenarios to mean different things, but it is clear that to succeed in the highest offices But it is clear that to succeed in the highest offices, your honor must be proven and beyond a reproach. How each of the characters define honor gives an insight into them. Language: The English do not understand the Irish or Welsh, and Hall adopts different speaking mannerism depending on whether he is with commoner or nobility. The facilities makes him accessible, and he can understand the common folk, which elevates him in their eyes. Conclusion. At its conclusion, Henry IV Part 1 remains characteristically open-ended. As Henry divides his powers to march off and meets more rebel, we are left to make our own judgments about what might have been lost and won so far. Shakespeare's dramatization of the reign of Henry IV shows that history is made up of many competing stories. The perspective of Hall, Hotspur, Falstaff, King Henry, and even of Francis or Kate can each be presented very persuasively. Like all dramatic text, Henry IV Part 1 is ultimate a blueprint for performance. It is it is up to the actor and their audience to decide which history to tell. So friend, this is my notes of Henry IV Part 1. I hope you like it. If you like this video, please like, share, comment and subscribe. Please press the bell icon for new video notification. Thank you.